all share.
And I want to touch on that. More than twice, I've had a chance to sit down with you and ask for your guidance in my personal matters and during nutrition. And it's important, I guess, for the listener to know that when we're actually sitting next to each other in the coffee shop, you really are present. Now, I'm a stickler for, I know people can read the books about presence and talk about presence, and they can be present on a Sunday night drinking their green tea with the Buddha in the corner. But it's another thing to be present on a consistent basis. I know there is work. And I've sat with you, and you've literally taken the energy of the room and slowed it right down with your breathing, which makes the person with you calm down as well. And then you ask the question. And because I'm breathing, like matching you, I'm able to go deeper into whatever you've asked me so I can find out what's bothering me, where I need to heal, and so on. And another time is when I asked you to be my nutritionist, and I remember sitting down, and your thoughtfulness, like the speed that you go at is the speed that you're actually talking about right now, which for someone high intensity can be so annoying because this is all we know. We just, it's from caffeine to emotion to emotion. We're running and running and running.
Yes.
We're never breathing. Granted, we say I'm breathing, and it wasn't after sitting down with you, and this is going over back years, is sitting down with them, it's breathing, like slowing down.
Yes.
And breathing. I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, well, I can touch on that because I really like what you said about, being on a lot of stimulants and moving in fast pace and accomplish, and then what happens? And we burn out. Then we don't know what's going on. It feels chaotic. It feels uncontrollable, and that's simply, I see it as just it's as simple as we've gone too far on what in Eastern philosophy would say on the yang side. So there's yin and yang. I think most people are familiar with that symbol of yin and yang. And our society is really based on yang principles. Which is fire energy, which is go time, which is, all these epic sports and moving fast and
hustle hard, get up at 4, keep going.
How many things can you accomplish in a day? And when you haven't accomplished those, you better do it tomorrow, and it's like this lifestyle of never feeling like you've accomplished enough, where when we can integrate the yin side of life, the other side, which is one side, because they're dancing together. They're working together always. They're not really opposing sides. They're one. That's that oneness force within.
But we don't let that other side.
But we don't lean into that other side.
Look at that.
So I for my practices, which I call my practices yoga and massage and tea. These are all things.
Tea?
Yeah, I sit for tea meditation.
Right, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. So I do these things to ensure that I am meeting that yin side, the slowing down, the inner work, the being calm, being in the moment. There's this saying, I hope I get it right. God grant me the
power to change the things I can.
Yes.
And the wisdom to know that
the power to change. No, the power to see things as they are, and the power to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the things I can't.
How I know that is my favorite album by Sinead O'Connor, I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, starts off with that.
Oh,
it's the
neat.
first thing she says.
which is often too, I heard something they recite in Al-Anon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So leads right into this question is, how do we begin our own work? And this is really important, because what tends to happen is, because we're from the world of self-help and so on, and we want to get things done immediately, because in our life it's now. So now we look at our inner work or leaning in, and we're going to say, what's the quick book I can get, which is the 3-step, 5-step thing, and can I do it on a Sunday night? And I've learned through my own work of 4 years of it, it's not, we're so used to, what's the 3-step program, what's the 9-step program? And I've had Gabriel on here, who's a psychologist. He even said, we're all individual, so no one book is going to tell us how to do it. But we don't want to do the work, Candise. It's kind of like, just give me the 5-step program or the 3-step program and let me just get my end result. And that's what you're dealing with in a sense. So how do we, through your eyes and your experience, how do we begin our work?
Ooh, I like that. Well, there's I remember a teacher was sharing about a teacher of his who had a student come to him and said, I want the quickest way to enlightenment. And the teacher said to him, you only need to do one thing. He said, every day, wake up and have a cold shower. And the student said, oh no, I don't want to do that. Can you give me something else?
I don't want to do that either. Everyone's listening is like, oh shit. No, was that it?
No.
Okay, because you just lost everyone. No, I need it warm, 40, 50 degrees. I need my music on as well. So,
I mean, I know that for some people, cold showers work. I don't know if it brings them to enlightenment. It brings them somewhere. But I would say that, yes, you said each individual is different, and there's not one book that fits all. And that's something to really sit with and to understand and know that everybody's journey is going to be different. The one thing that I would recommend, which will open the space for these little things to drop in and land in our toolbox, is to sit with with a teacher in either in a yoga class or in a meditation class, or listening to. I mean, I do recommend having a teacher initially. Like in my experience, I've always started with a teacher. And then as my own practice grew, I then, there were times when I didn't have teachers guiding me, and I guided myself. And then I'd go back to a teacher. But I recommend doing a practice. Could be sitting in nature. Nature could be your teacher. You could sit in nature and allow yourself to witness your thoughts, and just allow yourself to find that peace, that silence within. So whatever practice that is, for me, it's yoga, it's meditation, it's sitting for tea, it's sitting in quiet, and allow the mind, you're going to witness the ideas, to witness the mind. Potentially would say yoga is for mind control. It's not to control other people's mind. it's to control your own monkey mind. You want to be able to use it, but you don't want it to use you.
It's important that I let the listener know that I am not your agent. I'm